and welcome to the Busted Knees and Pretty Trees podcast. Thank you all for coming back. My name is Travis, a fresh out of the package shingles survivor.
Ooh.
I'm healthy, and I'm happy to be back on the Busted Pretty Trail with my Busted Pretty brothers.
Yeah, bro.
So let's get this thing started.
Okay.
You hate him because you ain't him. The man who did not hesitate to take up the microphone from my afflicted-ridden fist and continued the charge headlong into the eardrums of our listeners. A true hero. It is my pleasure to present Bradley R. Greer with the distinguished Busted Pretty Blaze Medal of Selflessness with Valor. Thank you for your service.
I feel like I should be standing at attention right now.
Oh, that was great. You deserve all those medals or whatever.
An
thank
honor
you.
well earned.
Yep.
The board nearly denied that award, though, because you kind of made me sound like a bitch telling Justin that story about that time in the Witchwoods.
With the socks.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, we did. That was called the Witchwoods.
And then we have this other guy over here.
Who? Me?
Oh, boy.
Yes, of course. Patty Joyous Division Richardson,
Yay! Hi.
who, in absence of my sturdy moral compass last episode, he was just having a real rootin' tootin' foul-mouthed hoedown over there.
Yeah, he was.
Real disgusting stuff.
Dude, when in Rome, I was letting it loose.
Someone wasn't thinking about the children. And to be honest, when I got here tonight, I had half a mind to bend you over and just spank your ass.
I'm sorry. And I know it was raunchy. I felt raunchy at the end of it. I took a shower, cleaned up. But, you know, I was letting loose. We had a guest in studio, and I wanted all of us to just ride that wave.
That's when you're supposed to be on your best behavior.
When you have a guest in the
Yeah.
studio. Well,
It was a friend.
yeah, it was a
Too.
friend and a fellow podcaster that knows this journey well. And
He's like the uncle.
yeah.
Well, it was pretty good. But you did earn the busted poo-poo pee-pee demerit badge.
Gosh darn it. Oh, man.
That being
Dang.
said, I listened to the episode on my ride to work, and it was kind of weird listening from the outside,
Yeah.
but it was awesome.
Yeah.
After I got through your foul mouth tirade about poo-poo pee-pee, I was like, man, I think I like listening to these guys talk.
Oh man, we missed you, dude. There was a few times where I looked over there and I was like, my Travy's not here.
And there were times on my ride where I was like, I just want to chime in
and tell me to
and
stop
just
cursing.
start talking.
Oh, you didn't come with the list of rebuttals?
Well, I didn't want to make a whole thing about it.
Okay.
We might talk about it in private. But yeah, I just I loved listening to it. And Justin, he filled that Justin Neely from the Culture Dude podcast
Yes.
that was on. He filled that the chill, reasonable guy shaped hole that was left, in my
Yes.
absence.
Yes.
And dude, Justin, thank you so much for the Big Donkey t-shirt.
Yeah,
That is
dude.
so badass.
Yeah.
And how thoughtful.
Yeah,
Like,
damn right.
incredible. Just the surprises that people are so giving. And I'm just like, why? Why would you give such cool stuff to us? But no, yeah, I really enjoyed last week's episode. And you kind of mentioned it earlier, what having me gone was a little different, but it seemed like you guys, you don't even need me. What the hell am I?
Oh, now that's not true. But you know what? Brothers pick it up where brothers got to pick it up.
Carrying that load.
Hey, well, there's the News Panther. Just in time. My head couldn't get any bigger from all of Travy's compliments.
But you got a demerit.
Wait, you got a demerit badge.
You know what? I don't even know what that means. So I'm
It's
just
a
going to
negative.
stick. Oh,
It's the opposite of a merit badge.
I guess
A
in my
demerit
brain of
badge.
brains, I heard merit no matter what.
It's made of soap and you put it in your mouth.
like my mother used to do, dude. Dial soap bars.
I want to be here when that happens.
Man, dude, my bad, listeners. I was letting her rip, and we're back to normal now.
No, seriously, that was freaking cool to listen from the outside. It really pumped me up to get back down here
Yeah.
because I wanted to be a part of it.
Well, we're happy to have you back. That's for
Yeah.
damn sure, Travie J or Big Donkey.
Yep.
Happy.
Yeah,
Brad,
glad you're feeling better.
layer in.
So the first story was originally brought to my attention when Kirsten, our friend that we go backpacking with,
Oh, our
the
beloved.
fellowship, our beloved, she brought it up about how little snow they've had in Montana this year. Like she said, there's no snow on the ground. It was just a really weird, warm winter.
Really?
Yeah. And so I came across the story talking about that and like the possible impacts it could have.
That's
They
like her
sent it all
favorite.
to Indiana.
Yeah, we're
Or Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan's they've been getting hammered up there for like ever.
Don't they
But-
always get hammered up there?
Well, I don't
with
yeah,
lake
maybe.
effect snow
Yeah, I
and stuff?
suppose that's true. But gosh darn, Kirsten's out there bumming out because that's like her winter life is
Yeah.
snowmobiling. You
Yeah.
know?
Come
pretty
on down
crazy.
to Indiana. Well, she was just here.
She was just
I
here.
missed it because of my freaking
Shingles.
Yeah, it's
shingles.
It's kind of funny that you guys said that too, because they talked about in the story, like it's deceiving because the rest of the U.S. is getting pounded in snow, but the mountain states are not. There's a few scientists that they interviewed for this story. This was on NBC News, and it was kind of everywhere. It might have been one of those that kind of gets published around this different places. But they interviewed Peter Goebel, who's an assistant state climatologist for Colorado, and he was talking about how they have the lowest snowpack on record for this time of the year, like ever, since it ever has been recorded.
No
It's the
shit.
lowest snowpack.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Kevin Perry, who is an atmospheric scientist for the University of Utah, said, "We're in uncharted territory right now, and we're headed towards the lowest snowpack we have ever had on February 1st. So it's like
Damn.
not only because obviously this is the reason that's important is because the snow in the mountains is almost acting as like it's holding all the water that the area is going to need for the next spring and summer and fall.
Right.
So as it melts, it's feeding all the tributaries and for agriculture, hydroelectric
Whoa.
dams.
Yeah. Recreation, fishing.
Just natural,
like, yeah.
water distribution.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, wildfires. That's like a big deal. If
Because
there's not enough water in the spring and like it's going to be super dry and they don't have any water to fight the fires with. So like wildfires are another huge part of the drought that comes from it.
I guess when you originally said snowfall, I was thinking like in the valley floors and stuff like that. I wasn't thinking like way up top where that that snow melt happens.
Yeah. Well, and it is really everywhere, but it really packs on the mountains.
Right.
It's like the more you're keeping more water in the freezer for later to
Yeah.
thaw out. and
Yeah.
You're just constantly loading up the ice tray.
Yeah. So this is kind of interesting to monitor how much snow is accumulating on mountains. The National Resources Conservation Service collects data they have over 800 high elevation stations, monitoring stations. And so they're constantly checking like these 800 locations, and it's all the way from Mexico to Canada, like that whole mountain range, Sierras and the Continental Divide, I believe, Rockies and everything.
Hold on. So 800 high elevation stations. All 800 of these are finding less snowfall
Well, so
in
they
that huge range of mountains.
Yeah. So on this article had an image of different regions, and it wasn't 800, but I imagine they're making the regions based on this. Just what I assumed. One slope of a mountain range or one valley of a mountain, like
Yeah.
different segments of the mountains, and
Right.
then there's multiple monitoring stations within those segments. And we'll post this map somewhere, but
Yeah.
there look like to be like say around 100 of these regions like throughout the whole mountain range, and only 5 of them were within 10% of average.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, and everything else was like
What was the range?
well, the map was like green, yellow, and red, so it was like there was a lot of red and yellow and
Yeah.
orange.
Are these stations just like little electronic devices that
No.
they placed it, or are they like actual
Fire towers. I'm
where there's
picturing fire
That's what
towers.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like they're drinking coffee and
Yeah.
they're like, "Man, there's not as much snow as I thought there'd be."
Reported on satellite phone. Like,
Ain't a lick of snow on the ground up
yeah,
here.
this is John. I'm reporting in. There's no snow. Well, that's not something to laugh at. Jeez Louise, though. That sucks.
You know, I did
What are-
assume they
so-
were just like electronic sensors in the ground, but now I don't know. That's a good. Huh.
Well, okay, so
I can't imagine they would have enough money to employ that many people to drink
well,
coffee
especially
and
now,
monitor
dude.
snowfall.
Yeah, they're getting rid of rangers. They're not. Hey, but so what was the range again? Like it was from what range to another range, and that was the how wide, long
Like the mountain range?
the mountain ranges.
I mean, it starts in like the Mexican border and goes all the way to the Canadian border.
So pretty
Like-
much across the entire length of or height of
Yeah,
America,
like
they have these
Washington.
stations. Up.
Yeah, like Washington,
That is-
Oregon, California, Wyoming, like all.
What are they
Does
doing?
that
In,
some bitch go down to Texas?
Part of it, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know. Because
Does it
Big
go
Bend
down?
has mountains, but I don't know what range Big Bend National Park's part of.
What's the mountain range in Mexico?
The Andes or
No, that's South America.
Madres, Sierra, and whatever Madres.
Is this Drive By Science?
Maybe. Well, I went to the Sierra Madres to go ATV riding.
Oh,
Yeah, with
Were
Ashley's
you in
family.
Mexico when you did that?
Yep, Puerto Vallarta. We were in Puerto Vallarta, baby. But I do have a question really quick before we move on.
go ahead.
Are they doing anything? Because I would imagine that they're not just sitting there like, man, it's not snowing. They're also like, holy shit, it's not snowing. What are we going to do when the spring or the summer comes? Like when the dry season comes? Are they prepping for
I
it?
didn't really see talk like that because I don't know how you can really prep for it. Like reservoirs only can hold so much water, which granted, like the Colorado River goes through this and is fed from a lot of these mountains. And that's always a huge issue. All kinds of states fight over water from the Colorado River. And,
Yeah.
but the
So is that going to slow, like in the summertime, is the Colorado River going to drop?
yeah,
And that is
Well,
an
even like
effect of
the snow not melting.
snow not melting in the north?
Yeah.
Or not enough snow to melt.
Well, yeah. And like, so the problem is that I didn't really think about is the reason it's not snowing is because it's too warm. So what happens? What's snow when it's warm out? Rain.
rain.
So now they're getting like these torrential rainstorms that's flooding and damaging rivers. And there's something called an atmospheric river that I've never heard of. Apparently, it's a phenomenon in the Western Mountains where it's like a weird occurrence of the pressures and the temps like hitting just a right point. And there's like a river, like long, narrow corridor of storms that just like downpour.
Whoa.
And then it's usually snow in the winter.
What was that called?
An atmospheric river.
Damn.
I think I got it right. It's something weird like that.
Are they still getting a bunch of snow at altitude?
Yeah. Like, I think a lot of it, like above 9,000 feet, I think there's a little more. They said like the high altitudes, there's still snow up there, like accumulating. But
Does that make its way down? Or does that, I mean, eventually it has to.
yeah, and that's probably like the last to go in the summer.
Yeah.
But they have like three regions. It's like the high altitude, the mid peak, and then like the lower altitudes. And it's the two last ones that are not getting any snow.
The more the base of the mountains more.
Right. So another professor from Oregon State University, Phil Mote, talked about like it's the warmest December ever on record in the Western Mountain States. Like the average temp. I didn't see what the average temp was, but it's the warmest on record.
It's strange when your weather patterns change, because we've even experienced that, like in Indiana, like the last few winters, we haven't had big snowstorms
No.
or anything that'll accumulate and like stay around for a while because it always, gets above freezing, during the week at some point.
Yeah.
But and then this happens where we just get pummeled with snow and chilly temperatures, and it's sticking around.
It's like what, 2 weeks where it's been under 20?
yeah, nothing
Like,
is
it's been
melted.
cold as hell. But I don't mind it. Like,
I don't either.
I almost like going out taking photos when it's like 10 degrees out. There's something about it. It's peaceful, quiet.
Quiet.
Nobody's out there.
Yep.
Once you get acclimated to it, you spend enough time outside. Yeah, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
So something's not sitting right. So if there's,
Lay it on me, big dog.
I feel like that's a lot of, like, to me it sounds concerning, like very concerning.
Yeah, like remember Kirsten was like, there's literally no snow on the ground out here.
Yeah,
and this was like a week ago.
That's that's concerning to me. And like also just to add one layer more, you mentioned agriculture. Like there's a lot of agriculture out there, and if they're not getting water, that's a lot of farms that would have to divvy up water or do whatever
Especially,
to get around that to be able to get the population food.
And not just vegetable farming, like cattle,
Right. Yeah, cattle.
farms.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering.
Hold on really quick. So like the idea is that they're just, as far as you understand it, as of right now, they're like, fuck, we just gotta ride it, dude.
Yeah, like I don't know what they can do. Like how you can't store that much water anywhere.
That's what I was wondering. Like they're still getting precipitation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
sounds
just
like
all
almost too much.
I wonder
going down the river right now.
I wonder
and
if,
they're
like,
not preserving
yeah.
any.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like I wonder if Lake Mead's filling up. Because remember that's been dropping for quite a while in Vegas.
Years.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's something to watch out for, especially if it's going to cause a ton of force. I mean, and it could miraculously just like hit a cliff and just start snowing like crazy.
Yeah.
Like they talk about how a lot of areas like they could still make up for it.
Yeah.
But it sounded more like Oregon and Washington. They're like in trouble no matter what. Like it's like too late. Like there's not likely going to be enough
is
snow.
shorter though, right? Like, is that a wrong statement? I feel
I
like
think
because
so.
they're way up there, their seasons are shorter.
Well, and it seemed like a lot of their judging points was February 1st. So I don't know if
Because you feel like down here the seasons kind of started to shift a bit, where like it stays warmer longer and then gets colder at where historically you'd have a white Christmas around here, but we don't.
Yeah,
but
it was
then
like 40
January,
degrees on
February,
Christmas.
March, it's cold and snowy and
Oh
stuff
hell!
like
They
that.
used to be harvesting corn in the snow back in the day. Well,
like in October.
for one reason, because the equipment wasn't as good.
Yeah,
but
like earlier on in the season, you mean?
Yeah, like October, November.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, that's curious, dude.
Yeah,
yeah, good call. Thanks, dude.
Yeah,
and there he is. Where is he?
That's really something that I kind of started learning about is river basins.
Yeah,
when you're talking about just like geologically speaking, because it's such a huge part of how our land is formed and where the rivers go and all that stuff. And that's kind of what like the big deal about North Carolina when the hurricane hit and flooded everything. The ground was already saturated and all that water flowing down the mountains just stayed on top and took everything with it.
Damn.
But yeah,
Disaster.
I was thinking about the size of like the Colorado River basin. It's got to be just absolutely massive.
The
Does it go
watershed
all the way up to Canada, and all that.
I know the headwaters are definitely up north somewhere.
Yeah, and I can't imagine just the science that goes behind like trying to predict how much water is.
And there's so many dams
flowing through there.
Like there's so many dams down the Colorado River too that has totally changed it.
Huh.
Are there parts of the Colorado River that are just like trickling brooks like further down south?
Oh yeah, I'm sure down by Mexico.
Yeah, because there's the whole. I mean, I don't even think goes all the way to California anymore.
Does it just end? It doesn't hit like a big body of water?
No, I don't think so.
No, I'm sure it does. It has to.
Because
Unless it's
I feel
that
like
dry.
it's just dried up.
It's got to hit
It's
the
just
Rio Grande.
the Rio
huh?
Grande. But you know what, dudes? We got a fun fucking episode, okay?
That's when we talk about our
Yeah.
favorite rivers in the U.S.
yeah. Name your top 5 favorite rivers.
Spoiler
No,
alert.
dude, we got a fun episode. This is a long-standing kind of issue between me and the fellers. Is that well, we've just been asking what my favorite animals were a while ago.
I didn't know
and-
it was an issue.
No, well, maybe it was
This
just
is
internal.
It was an issue
Yeah.
for me because
Yeah. And I kept saying that it is
Porpoises.
not.
I didn't get it.
If you think about your top 10 favorite animals and have to legitimize those top 10, it is more difficult than what you would think. Now, I understand this is a bit maybe below our pay grade here, but we're going to have some fun and we're going to round robin this starting at 5 down to our top favorite animal. And
you
also,
can't just say I like it.
yeah, you can't say you like it. We're going to go into some facts. Sounds like we're going to do a little history, some little biology, a little science. We're going to lay down some shit on us so we can all learn together. So what do you say? We get going. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Done.
Okay.
Ooh, boy, I'm excited
Dude, I
about
thought you were
this
about to sing.
episode. No,
I was gonna
I'm
be
not
like,
about to sing. We were going to harmonize. No, I wasn't going to sing, but I am excited for this episode. I just want to let go of all this nervous energy because I hope you guys enjoyed my top 5. I feel like after all these struggles of us having these conversations that I'm kind of on the hot seat, like a little bit. It's just an internal feeling I have to make sure that these top 5s were as adequate as I could possibly make them. But also I'm kind of excited for your guys's because I think you kind of have a twist, Brad, where I wasn't going, and then you are all mammalian, right?
Just so happened to be.
Yeah, just so happened to be.
I didn't.
All
I'm
right.
not, what do they call that? Speciesist?
I don't think that's
Yeah.
you have a mild touch
No,
of speech.
It's not like that.
speciesism.
It just so happened to be that way.
Well, the premise of tonight is going to be we're going to start at 5, go down to our number ones, and we're going to go round robin. So everybody's going to give their 5th one, and then everybody's going to give their 4th one, and 3rd one, and 2nd one, and 1st one. Okay? You
I
got it?
think when we give our the number 5 one,
Yeah.
we start off by I'm curious what your thought process of picking your 5 were.
Before we
So
do
give
this,
a little quick spiel about what
All right.
criteria you used.
Yeah.
oh,
Okay. So which one of us turds want to kick this off?
speak for yourself, sir.
Which you want me to go?
Yeah.
All right, dude. My 5th one, and before I go, the kind of logic I took is I didn't want to go just purely off the look of an animal. Like, oh my gosh, this is the cutest farting thing. That's got to be on my top 5. Like, that's just
And that's exactly how I thought your list would go.
Well, I wanted to stay away from. I will admit that I have one, but it's not my 5th favorite. That is that way. I couldn't really find a lot of awesome facts to back up my love for it, so it just purely came down to this is the cutest g-dang thing in the world. You know what I mean? But my 5th one, using those sorts of metrics, is the orangutan. That is my number 5 favorite animal.
I respect that.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
Damn.
Ever
I respect
since
that. That's a
ever
good one.
since the Jungle Book, King Louie. As a kid, I was into it. I'm talking the old school cartoon. I was into the orangutan, and then every time you see him at a zoo or in a David Attenborough video, they're always just like the kings. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, see,
Like
now
Tarzan.
I'm pissed
Yeah.
because I didn't even, for some reason, never even thought of like primates or
Primates?
anything.
Well,
What?
hey, you know what? We're sticking together
That
on this.
was
Okay.
one thing where I was like, I don't have any primates.
I didn't even think that way.
That was a hard thing to do. I used to
This-
love Jane Goodall when I was little.
Yeah.
And I wanted a capuchin monkey
Oh, bro.
in a cage also when I was little.
Yeah. I wanted a monkey of
But
some
I'd
kind
let him
for a
out
long
and jump
time.
around the room, and we'd have an amazing time.
Amazing
and dance
times,
around
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
There was a moment in the 90s, I feel like, where there was a few movies that
Ace Ventura.
yeah, Ace Ventura. There was a couple other ones where they seemingly just had monkeys
I
as
think
like
they're
best
normally-
friends and stuff.
What are they? Capuchin monkeys?
Capuchin.
Yeah.
I think they're normally those types of monkeys too.
Yeah. That's
that
what
are
I'm
in
saying.
movies.
Well,
I knew
a
what
few-
I did my research.
A few facts of the orangutan is there are only 3 species of orangutan left: the Bornean, the Sumatran, and the Tapanuli
I didn't know there were.
So all
Different
species of orangutan.
so all
Yep.
like Southeast Asia.
Yep, they are all from the islands of Borneo and Sumatra.
Wow.
They all
Oh.
reside. Yes.
I didn't know that.
They're landlocked.
They are. Yes, they are. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
wait.
The island locked.
Island locked?
Yeah.
What's landlocked mean? Oh, you don't
It's
have
not
any
near the
waterways?
ocean?
You have
Yeah.
no waterways?
Yeah. Or you don't have any shoreline.
Oh no, they're definitely not landlocked. Then they're
Shoreline.
what they are though
Is
is,
it?
tree dwelling. They are the heaviest animal to spend. I believe I saw something like 90-something% of their life in the tree canopies.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're the heaviest damn animal to spend that much time of their life.
Yeah, they're pretty much tree dwelling. Like, for instance,
That's a
they
complicated
build
statistic.
the orangutan
Yeah.
builds nests up in the trees, and that's what they sleep in.
Are they like tree forts?
Nah, sometimes. I mean, like, for instance, if it rains, they've been known to build roofs over their nests where generally they wouldn't put a roof over top. And the way they do this is they bring big branches of trees together and kind of intertwine those with littler branches, and then even more littler branches to intertwine those little branches. And then they eventually build a nest. I'm calling it a fort now. And they actually build one, it's seeming, because they also, orangutans and I think most monkeys, they don't stay in one place. They're they migrate through the jungles. You know what I mean? For food and other
Yeah.
things along those
Yeah.
lines. So they'll build a nest every night. It takes them about 10 minutes to do all of that, to
Oh.
build a nest.
So they're like a nomadic tribe.
Yeah, I think
Does the
I'm
whole
not
family
sure.
stick together and travel around?
I didn't see a lot on whether or not, like, what their pods are or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about
This
that.
is just a top
All right.
5 podcast,
Yeah.
and we're
yeah,
We got a bunch to get
right.
through.
Okay, so orangutan is mine.
Stop, the first one. It's just like
I'm
okay,
blowing your
I wanna
minds. Hey,
know
this
about-
makes me feel really good. Travi, you go.
All right, my number 5. I don't think. Well, it is a species of animal, but it's a domesticated animal,
Oh,
and it's the dairy cow.
the dairy cow.
Yeah.
What? Okay,
Wow.
dude. That was nowhere near my top 5 or 50.
It was domesticated from a wild bovine from Eurasia and North Africa, and we domesticated the dairy cows about around 10 to 12,000 years ago.
So what was the milk
Or
made?
no, we domesticated. It wasn't dairy cows. It was just cows in general that we domesticated 10 to 12,000 years ago, and then 8 or later on, like 9 to 7,000 years ago, we started using them to drink milk and use milk to make cheese and all the other good stuff that we have today.
Damn.
Oh, I didn't think about cheese. That makes it a more interesting pick.
Did you see that video I sent you guys of the cow that is starting to use a stick or like a plant?
Yeah, I just assumed it was AI.
It was, oh shit. Did I get taken again by AI?
You are just
I just assumed it was. I don't
Patrick.
know.
I feel like I could put anything in front of you and you'll
Oh
believe
my
it.
God. Are you kidding? I don't think it was.
I don't know.
It didn't look like it wasn't an AI using its retractable thumb to do it. Like, I don't know. Fucking man, if that was AI, that's the second time in less than a month I've
Yeah.
been burned by that. Good Lord. All right, keep going.
What was how did you determine your top 5?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my kind of, I guess, I didn't really have any guidelines. I just started thinking about what animals
Top 5
Do-
favorite barn animals.
Do I like appreciate?
Okay.
And it kind of comes down to barn animals.
Okay. All right.
But it
Oh
comes
my
down from a
goodness.
whole like the
This is hilarious.
the history of humans.
Yeah.
These animals and kind
Yeah.
of what they've how they helped us create civilization.
Dude, that one dude that was probably poor, the poorest guy in the bunch was like, I'm just going to drink that. I'm just going to do it. And it changed existence forever 9,000 years ago.
But also we did have to evolve, some of us together, like because the humans in Northern Europe and Africa and the Middle East, the genes mutated to be able to digest the sugars in milk, lactose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So they evolved to produce milk. It's not necessarily we like found out.
It would be interesting to see how that happened.
Yeah.
It was definitely very intertwined and complicated. I guess the people that drank milk just got sick and died, and everybody that didn't,
Yeah.
survived. So that's how you kind of keep that gene around, I guess.
All right, we got orangutan. We got dairy cow. Is that what you said?
Dairy cow.
A heifer?
Dairy cow.
And also the reason that were important for human civilization is it allowed us to
strong
preserve
bones.
food.
Yeah.
It was healthy. It was good protein, and you could make cheese out of it and store it and take it with you, and you would have that.
Oh, good call.
Yeah, and so you could have
That
denser-
stinky cheese, dude.
you could store more food, so you could have bigger settlements, and you could travel further distances.
Nicely played.
Yeah.
All right, B-Rad. Lay it down. Let's
All right.
round out this top 5.
Well, I went kind of a different direction thought process than you guys. Because at first I was thinking what animals are cool because they're the most human-like. And then I thought, I don't want to do that. I'm more interested in ones that do interesting things.
Yeah.
But then that being said, my number 5 is the snowy owl.
Snowy owl.
Yeah.
Totally
Whoa.
respect it.
Majestic.
My list is kind of like stuff that I would stop and pay attention to when
Is it
I'm
more
out.
exotic?
No, some of them aren't.
I guess is the snowy owl very common, or is that the barn owl? No.
The snowy owl you only see in the wintertime, and we don't get them every year around here, only during eruption years. And they are I didn't know they're one of the biggest owls in the world.
No, I did not know
Like
that.
I think they're the biggest in North America. And I think they're close to a long-eared owl, which is really big too. But I think there was like maybe one European and a couple Asian owls that are bigger. So it's huge, 2 feet tall. Its wingspan averages 4 foot 10 inches.
Wow.
And since they summer up in like the Arctic, they're the biggest flying predator in that area. And the one animal that they eat, it was like a voles or something.
Yeah.
And that's their main diet.
Are
And
those like little ferret type things?
yeah.
That's what
Like white, long creatures?
Yeah, I know I have it.
I think
in
you're
here.
describing a ferret.
Lemmings.
Lemmings.
Which I think lemmings are a vole. I don't know.
God damn it, bro.
That's their main food up there. And lemmings are super important to the area too, because they're spreading all the seeds and stuff, like what little
Yeah.
bit there are up there. But so the snowy owls kind of live and die based on the lemming population. Like if it's doing bad, they're doing worse, and like not having as many eggs every year. But it's just a cool
What
bird.
would cause
That
the
is a cool
lemming
bird.
population to be low?
I didn't see. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Number 5 was snowy owl, not the lemming.
Because there's not
know.
because I don't know that there's a crazy amount of predators up there. But yeah, so this would be one where I would be super excited and I would drive a couple hours to see.
We really should have
for
had
sure.
Yeah.
slideshows ready.
That would have been fun.
I did think about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I wanna see
Yeah.
it.
I
I
didn't
wanna
even
see
say
this
it. Like
animal.
the males are all white. and they have bright yellow eyes, and they're known for having like a distinct look. And they'll just sit there and like they post close to the ground, so they're easier to see. And since they're in the Arctic, there's days where it doesn't really get dark out, so they hunt in the daytime too.
Cool.
So they post up out in the open, and they'll stay in a spot. Like Chad said, they've been in spots for like days. So it'd be super cool to see when the male's all white, and then the females are white, but they have like a little bit of dark barding or something down their wings. So they just look super cool.
Nice.
And they have feathers on their feet. Like they go all the way down over their claws.
So they stay warm
Super fluffy, yeah.
and keep their little feeties
Yeah.
warm.
So
Aw.
pretty cool. A bird coming in number 5.
Snowy owl, number 5. Orangutan, number 5 for me. Dairy cow, number
Mammal.
5 for you.
Mammal.
Mammal. All right, dude.
Bird.
You want me to start number 4? You
Yep.
want me to go? Number 4 for me is the red panda. Okay.
I knew this was going to be on the list.
This is my pick of this is just a G darn cute animal. I want to feed it grapes, red grapes specifically, because I saw a video online. It could have been AI. I'm not sure. And it's so cute.
He's gonna think everything.
Do you guys agree that the red panda
Oh, yeah.
is, I mean, definitely probably top 5 if you were making this list based off cutest animals?
I think you're gonna have to do a lot of convincing.
Really? Oh, well,
I
you
was-
know what?
I was in Hong Kong once, and I was,
Oh, no.
I was at
you
like-
saw one in person?
well, I was at like a zoo museum.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a Cedar Point mixed with like a zoo.
Huh.
But they had dozens.
wild.
They had dozens of them. Like it was a whole, like you walk down a hall and there's like glass cages on both sides of you,
Aw.
and they were just everywhere.
That's kind
It
of
was all-
sad.
And they were all like laying on branches with their tongues sticking out.
That's kind of sad. But one of the points I wanted to make is, in fact, 40% of the red panda species has been wiped out, decimated in the last 50 years.
Wow.
Where do they?
So while I do think it's sad they're
reside?
in captivity like that, that also stinks. It's in like China, Asian. They're Asian.
Maybe they
China's
were all
pretty big.
maybe they were all rescues.
Oh, that might. I mean, yeah, I hope so. But even still, like a red panda in captivity sounds sucky, but it's better than being part of the decimation that's going on. And what they're taken for is their fluffy tails and their coats, obviously, and then everything else is pretty useless. But fun fact: the red panda is also known as the first panda,
Oh,
before the giant panda and the other pandas.
it's weird. Are they like
There's other
related?
pandas.
Because they look nothing alike.
The red panda is called a panda, but it is not actually in the bear family.
Is
It's
it a
not
raccoon?
bear. It's more related to the raccoon, the weasel, and then something else that said I
Voles?
can't. No, I didn't say voles, but the weasel and the raccoon. Yeah, a skunk. Skunk is what it's closely related to, but not actually a panda. They think that the reason it got dubbed panda is because that's a word from some other country, like Korea, maybe. I'm not
Yeah.
Tokyo. I don't know. Something not Tokyo. Duh. But anyway, that's Drive-By Science. That is Drive-By Science. But anyway, it's just so gosh darn cute. And that's why it's my number 4. There's really not a whole lot more. I told you I couldn't find a hell of a lot on it other than I would snuggle the ever-loving hell out of a red panda for hours.
That reminds me, and we may need to confirm this. I heard they took the panda
I saw that.
Yeah.
too.
off
off
of
the
the
endangered
endangered
list.
species list.
A growth of 15% since 2017 or something. Let's go.
And then I saw a video of those dumbass bears rolling around, falling off trees and shit. And
Scaring
somebody's like, "How
themselves.
the hell have they even?"
made it. They are such goofy creatures.
I could watch
dude.
that shit for hours.
Me too. They scare themselves when they fart. It is so funny. All right, dude, let's go. Number 4, Travi J.
Oh,
Lock
shit.
it and load it.
Gonna lock and load here. My animal number 4 is barn cat.
Oh, that's a good one.
Barn cat?
Barn cat.
Okay. All right, dude.
Which cats in general were domesticated 9,500 to 10,000 years ago.
Whoa. Okay.
The benefits of having a cat around.
So it
is
used to be a
they're
wild species,
wonderful. Yeah.
like as we see it today.
Well, every animal came from something wild at some point.
That's true, Brad.
Touche.
He got you there.
But I can't think of. I think I went through it like what type of. There was just like it might have been just a wild cat they called it or something.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, they were good for pest control, which gets rid of like they'll catch mice and rats and birds and whatever that are hanging around. That's also good for hygiene because
Yeah.
you don't spread disease. Because
Yeah.
like the bubonic plague was just spread by rats.
Should
and
have
all
had more
that.
barn cats.
Golly,
Need more
that
barn
is
cats and
nasty.
urine.
Way to go, barn cat.
But that all like them being the pest control, they also safeguarded food like granaries and weird cheeses and stuff. The cheese
That the dairy cow
warehouse.
makes.
They protect the dairy cows too.
I see what's going on, dude.
But the wonderful thing about cats is you don't have to do anything. They're low maintenance.
Yeah.
You just set some milk out from the dairy cows
Yeah.
every now and then in a saucer, and they'll make sure to stick around. And they'll be
Yeah.
killing all the mice and stuff.
Yeah, because
So,
they're one of the most effective hunters. They're like one of the worst things for birds.
Oh yeah, they're like hunt to kill ratio is
It's insane.
money.
Yeah.
dude.
Murderers.
They're not going to go hungry.
They're like praying mantis level.
Whoa.
And it's crazy because it could be a cat that's lived inside for 5 years and it goes outside and it instantly is just like back
It
at it.
murks
Yeah.
everything
It's so
inside.
crazy.
Yeah. But and also they say that maybe even like during the age of exploration when we were in those big wooden ships coming over to this side of the world, if they didn't have cats on those boats, the vermin would have just wiped out all of their supplies.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they never would have even been able to make it that far.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that always, every time I hear that, I always forget that people sailing had to deal with rats.
Oh
Mhm.
my God. That
Like
is
when you're
so
sleeping
gross,
and-
dude. Oh. Lay off.
And so you loved those cats.
Yeah, those are your best buds, dude. Go
For
hunt.
sure. Yeah, cats were huge in helping us get along.
Man, oh man. All right.
All right. Number 4 for me is one of the kind of out there ones, but I was going to say just ants, but
Huh?
that's a pretty broad term, but I think ants are like pretty badass.
Yeah.
They're pretty crazy. So then I went specifically with leaf cutter ants.
Leaf cutter ants.
Yeah, because they're basically like they've been farming agriculturally for we think like 50 million years. Like they're literally farmers.
Yeah, they're farmers.
So this is like how their life cycle goes. A queen leaves a nest and she has wings and she flies. And while she's flying around, they called it aerial nuptials, I think. She's having sex with as many males as she can.
In the air?
Yeah.
Damn.
And she's just like taking sperm in from all of them because this is going to be her colony. And I don't know. The one thing I didn't know is if it's like just fertilizing all of her eggs, like so they need a bunch of sperm from different donors or what.
Or is it the strongest sperm that wins?
But so she lands and then she sheds her wings, starts looking for an underground dwelling and to start her colony. And so she starts having larvae, is how they're born. So she like starts laying eggs. And they have a really low success rate. It's like 2.5% succeed.
Queens
Like all the other queens
will
don't make
start
it.
another colony.
Yeah.
Only 2.5.
Yeah. And there's been times where like they've seen a queen take over a colony. Like I don't know if it's one died, so one comes and takes over. So that happens sometimes too.
How do you get a new queen?
From like a nest. So she'll birth or like lay eggs and they'll be queens and then they'll leave and go
Is it-
start their own nest.
Is it like a random thing or
Probably. I don't know if.
Like a certain percentage of eggs are queens. And
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe it's the one special male during the aerial nuptials.
Do the workers take better care of the queen egg?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is
That's
it made of
interesting.
gold?
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. But so what they're doing with the leaves is they're like they carry them into their dwellings, and they have different rooms in their dwellings. There's like a waste area, and that's super important to keep the colony healthy. And then they have like the growing fields where they're using the leaves to grow fungi. So when that queen leaves her nest, she has like a little bit of that fungus that she packs in her mouth.
No shit.
And
How do
then
they know this?
Then they just propagate that. So it's like familial fungus that's passed down generations.
Wow.
And
It's like sourdough
and
bread.
like now
huh?
it's considered a domesticated fungus. It wouldn't survive if it wasn't for the ants.
No shit.
What
Yeah.
the frick?
And each separate colonies, like they all have their own distinct fungus. Like they're all a little bit different.
And they're passing it down generation
Yeah.
to generation.
Yeah.
Get the.
And then
That's the
so
wildest thing I've heard in
yeah.
a while.
Are we talking about ants?
yeah.
God damn.
So here's their categories. Like they're broken down into 4 different categories of workers. There's the minins, which are the smallest of them, and they tend to the fungus fields and make sure like no pests get in. They get rid of parasites, and they have like a antimicrobial secretion that comes out of them that's antimicrobial. So it kills any bacteria or mold that's growing on the fungus and like protects the fungus. And they can, and when they're hunting, so the minions stay and guard that area and like tend to the fungus. And then there's the Medai, that they are the security for the ones that are carrying the leaves to the nest, like their supply chains. So they're like the guards of the supply routes. And sometimes there'll be ones riding on top of the leaf that's being carried to protect the ant that's carrying it. Because
Did George R.R. Martin write this shit?
it's so crazy, dude.
They should. This is awesome.
Yeah. And they use
Nah, he doesn't write anything.
and they
anymore.
use they use the fungus to feed the larvae. And that's like the main thing that the fungus is for, is just to feed the eggs.
So they're a self-sustaining environment.
Yeah. The fungus, without the fungus, they wouldn't survive. And without them, the fungus wouldn't survive.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy. And they act like they're communicating. They all know exactly what they're doing, who's doing what.
So are they like non-adaptable? If they lose that fungus,
Yeah, they're dead.
they're dead.
Yeah. And like
So-
parasites are a big thing because the ants get those parasites that take over their brain. So that's why they guard each other and like watch out for parasites.
And then if you get a parasite, they just kill you.
Yeah.
They're brutal, those ants.
Oh, yeah.
I have seen
'Cause
though,
there
if you
was-
have an injured limb, your buddy will come over and just snip it off and be like, "All right, thanks, man."
Yeah,
Keep
because
on
they
going."
have another category that are the largest of them, and they defend the nest. Like that's their job, is nest duty. And then there's ones that carry the leaves back and forth. So they each have their own duty. Oh, and the really big ones will go out and help clear the path.
That is incredibly complex.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh yeah, they have the warrior soldier ants.
Yeah.
that line the entire path.
Yeah.
And then you see the leaf worker ants
Yeah.
carrying leaves
Right down the center.
That's
right down the center.
That's what
of
the
it.
medalla is. Like
Damn.
they protect the supply chain.
That is just
Wow.
That
And then
really
they all
is
help
mind-blowing.
clear it, like clear the path and everything. It's crazy.
well, hell, ants have been here longer than anything
Yeah.
on the surface, right?
Yeah.
What's the
That's what like they're literally
Lifespan.
farming.
lifespan of an ant?
You know, I don't know.
7.2 hours.
I mean, because that would be the next. They're
I don't
self-sustaining.
think that's
They're
true.
farming. They have protection. They're doing all this stuff. That's got to lend to some sort of a lifespan increase.
15 to 20 years.
15 to
Are you
20
shitting me?
years,
Yeah.
dude.
Longer
You
than
weren't
my
gonna guess
dog.
that.
That's the queen. That's the queen will live 15 to 20 years.
What's the other ones?
They usually like 1 to 2 years. because they're doing all the work.
They're doing all the work, man.
Yeah,
That queen's
they're out there fighting.
back there eating fungus.
Yeah.
Chill.
What's the lifespan of a warrior on the front line?
That one's like 8 hours.
All right, dudes,
Yeah.
let's get to top 3. All right. Third one. We're getting down there to the nitty gritty, and I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
Okay. My third one is the orca whale. I think you guys might be surprised that it dropped down a little bit, but my number 2
That
has
is.
a little bit of nostalgia and a little bit of something there for me. So my number 3 is orcas.
I'm
And I don't
surprised.
really have to go huge into this. We've covered orca whales plenty in the past via News Panther, but I mean, gee darned, they're cleaning each other with kelp pieces. They're wearing salmon hats. They have learned how to hunt above the water, if you remember that
I thought
story.
the salmon hats was AI.
No, that one came out before AI. That's been going on
If
since
I got screwed for
No.
the third time.
that's been going on since the 2010s.
We're never gonna know it's.
We didn't
real.
I
have
don't know.
AI back then.
Well, okay, so those are all the
You know
reasons.
what?
I don't think there's
I'm gonna
much.
say salmon hats, legit.
Good. I vote
Yeah.
they're
That's not
legit,
Drive-By
dude.
Sons.
Okay, that's happening. So I mean, that's just crazy. I think we've discussed it, but they have pods and families that they live with for years and years and years, and they develop their own cliques. I will mention one thing is that they believe that orca whales are now starting to evolve via culture. So because they live in these tight-knit groups, they learn very much from their elderly, from the elderly whales, killer whales.
yeah, the
and-
grandma's like the matriarch of the family.
The matriarch
right?
of the
Yeah.
family, yeah. And so they believe now that orca whales are the only other non-human species that evolved through culture.
Yeah,
So I think that's pretty cool.
that make like orca's second on my list. So I did some research on
Whoa.
it too.
Number 2s,
Yeah.
okay.
And that makes sense because I was reading about how they don't interbreed either. Like,
Right, no.
Like this pod eats salmon,
Yep.
salmon only.
Yep.
This pod never touches salmon.
Yep.
So like, and they don't fuck with each other.
No, they learn because they learn from the elders.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Crazy. I wonder if you think they talk shit about each other.
Well,
They're
yeah.
tribal?
Also because they use like specific clicks and sounds
Yeah.
within that pod.
Like they call each
So,
other like, you damn salmon eater.
Yeah, and
That's
they're
an
like,
insult.
"What did you just say?" I don't even get it, dude. The other pod, like,
come in my water
the
again.
guy's like, I don't understand. I don't understand." Anyway, orcas. Then that's my number 3, and it's Brad's number 2. Travi, you better have a good one.
Your orcas make me curious because they're so brutal. They brutalize every other animal they come in contact
Yeah,
with.
not humans though.
Do they brutalize those little salmon before they sit them on the top of their little heads?
Probably.
Oh yeah, they're
dude.
dead. They're dead when they do it.
I mean, they are extremely devious, violent creatures.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
for sure.
Really
But
Ed
for
Gein
some
type stuff.
reason,
But
not
why?
against humans.
Why don't they do? They
We are
do human-sized
easy prey,
things.
dude.
I mean,
They
they,
don't
take out
care
great
about-
whites.
Oh yeah, for sure. Whales, other whales.
like we're easy pickings.
Yeah. Also, did you read that the orca whale is not actually in the whale family?
Yeah, it's a dolphin.
It's a dolphin. It's the largest dolphin.
Oh, yeah.
It's a killer
Yeah.
dolphin.
It's a killer
That is a
dolphin.
badass looking dolphin.
Yeah.
Gigantic dolphin.
All right, Travi,
All right.
you're number 3.
My number 3.
I have
And
no idea what
You
to
might
get.
be surprised by this, but it is the donkey.
Oh.
Big donkey with the
Yes.
donkey at there. I was expecting it to be number 0.
Damn, now I'm curious what 3, 2, and 1 are, or
2 and 1.
The donkey, as we know it, was domesticated 7,000 years ago in East Africa.
Mm.
It was domesticated from the African wild ass.
Oh,
So was I.
And the reason why we took to these animals is because they were very useful. They were very durable, sure-footed. They could climb rocky terrain. They could carry a pack weight of 20 to 30% of their body weight. So you could load them up,
Load them up.
get a good-sized donkey, strap it on.
One might say big donkey.
Yeah. And they thrive in arid environments. Like they don't require a ton of sustenance. Like they can sustain themselves for a long time.
what kind of colorways do they
yeah.
have?
Oh Jesus. Probably got browns and grays and
What's the colorway?
gray browns, red donkeys, blacks.
You sound like Bubba right now.
Donkey salad.
Their color patterns.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But throughout history, they've helped facilitate trade, like even along the Silk Road, and they helped the Roman armies move their supplies and equipment, to battle. Donkeys have been very useful, even in agriculture, plowing, and you've seen like the donkey that's strapped to a grinding wheel, like milling
just
grain,
walking in circles.
crushing grain. But they're not just a work animal. They're I kind of think of them as like a dog, and this comes from zero experience with a donkey. It's just me watching TikTok videos.
Like a farm dog.
This
Yeah.
is where all this research has come from. Is this TikTok video?
But they're very protective of their space and their family. So they've been used to keep away like mountain lions and other like
Aw.
predatory animals that would go after livestock and stuff. So,
Let's
yeah.
go donkey.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I told you guys about how they a
Dig
few weeks
holes.
back they would dig holes so
Yeah.
they'd make their own wells and
Yep.
get
I
some
remember
water and
that.
supply it to other animals. And so yeah, donkeys are pretty freaking cool.
Also, its most prominent role in Thousand Acre Woods as Eeyore.
Oh,
I mean, beloved Eeyore.
Can you answer? Are they stuffed animals or are they
Yeah.
real animals?
No, they're Christopher Robin's imagination. So they're stuffed animals, and that they live in the woods.
But in his imagination, are they real animals?
No. Yes. Yes.
oh no,
in their
he's
imagination.
imagining stuffed animals coming alive.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, like
Yes.
Toy Story,
Yeah. Have you? Do you not know this?
but
Winnie
in
the Pooh?
another dimension.
Are you not a Winnie the Pooh guy?
Oh, absolutely. I know Christopher Robin.
Oh well, it seems like you don't.
But I mean, I didn't do deep research on it.
All right,
All right.
Brad.
My number 3, I had to put this on because it's something that every single time I see one, I have to stop and watch it. And
Okay.
they're really hard to get good photos of, and I've only ever gotten a good couple photos.
White-tailed deer.
Even though I see them all the time.
White-tailed deer.
No,
Damn. That was a
King-
good guess, though.
kingfisher.
Hey, number 3 is a kingfisher.
Dude, I will
shitting me?
always.
You shitting him?
Dude, they're like, no matter what, it's something I see a lot, and every time I'm always happy to watch. Like, they're always fun to watch.
They are cool.
because they're always hunting.
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
And they have such a distinct call. I think it's defined as a mechanical rattle.
Whoa, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Give us a go.
Huh.
Oh, there's no way I can do it.
Yeah, let's try it. Try it, Brad.
Patty did one on one of the first time Chad came on.
Yeah, I don't want to. I can't.
no, that was a
remember.
loon.
That was a loon.
Yeah.
I don't know a kingfisher
you
call. The
come
loon call's
on.
easy.
Here, I'll
squeezy,
put a
you know?
What are
kingfisher.
we even
I'll put a
doing
kingfisher
here?
call in right here.
There you go. Boom.
Great. That was an awesome sound.
But yeah, like so what they do is they're kingfishers and they fish waterways. So you always can see them by waterways, and they'll hover over water and they'll stay in one spot and just sit there and flap their wings and look around in the water.
They
And
like
then-
hover.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, either in the wind or they'll be just like, that's how you can usually tell it's a kingfisher.
Yeah.
If it's over water, it's just staying in one spot, flapping its wings. And they're calling, like, they're always making noise. They're always making that call. And then they just dive bomb straight into the water. And they have like their vertebrae is like springy so that it can withstand hitting the water.
Whoa.
Impact.
And they're one of the only birds that the female has like the distinctive characteristic.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
The females have a brown belt over their chest,
Yeah.
and that's why it's the belted
Are
kingfisher.
they
males
the
don't
more-
have that?
the
No,
more
they
colorful
don't.
one.
Yeah. So in most cases, the males, because they're trying to impress the females.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Huh.
they have like a spiky hair. They're cool as hell. They
I
look
think I prefer it to be a
And
mohawk.
just their big, their
they're
beaks.
goofy looking. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They have a
They're
huge
built.
head.
They're built for specific thing.
for
A spec-
spearing
yeah.
freaking.
Yes, exactly. Because that's I wouldn't have guessed their spine needed to be springy. They just look
Well-
aerodynamic. Like they split the.
They hit the water like up to 25 miles per hour.
Ooh, that's fast.
Yeah. And I always see them like I always see them with different stuff. Like I saw one with a crawfish. I've seen them with a snake. Like I feel like I always see them. It's cool watching birds eat or like
Yeah.
catch shit. That's one of the most fun things.
Oh,
Yeah.
so what do they call that? Omnivore?
Yeah. Like
Or
they
you-
eat meat. Yeah.
Eat everything?
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh, I guess if they're catching fish, duh.
Yeah.
That's true.
We're not
Yeah.
catching bugs.
They're a blast.
Well, I guess the bugs are that counts as meat.
Yeah. Does it?
I would think so. Protein.
Damn, the
Most
belted
plants have protein too.
the belted kingfisher's been recorded flying at 36 miles per hour.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
There's a quick old bird.
Yeah, so the belted must be one of the more quicker ones. Nice. Well, all right, Patty.
You guys ready for my number 2?
Number 2.
Dude,
We're at number 2 already?
We're at number 2 already.
Elephant.
Holy.
Nope.
Oh.
I
That's
kind of
number
Nope.
one,
I
yeah.
wanted to trick you guys. I wanted to
It's
get
gotta
there.
be a cute animal.
This
It's
is
gonna be
no. Well, some of them, yeah.
What the hell's that thing that?
Try to guess.
What's the big? It's got big eyes and it hangs out in trees and it's got like human hands, tiny.
Lemur?
Maybe kind of kind
sloth?
of like a lemur.
Sloths.
giant
Sloths
sloth.
are pretty damn cute.
Sloths
No,
are cool.
this depending on one of the 500 species that there are. I'm sure there are cute ones of these, like the leopard one of these, or
Big
the
cats.
nope, or the dwarf lantern one of these.
Oh,
Anything coming to mind? Those are some of the cute. The lemon ones of these, or the nurse one of these.
shark.
Sharks, yes. Sharks is my
should've
number
guessed.
2. The apex, now arguably, the orca might be there, but the apex species of
Oh,
the
yeah.
the oceanic world.
Which one? All of them?
No, not all of them. See, this is what's fun about it. Because there are 500 species of shark, they vary across that board from
They're
what
so
they eat.
different.
Well, that's what I meant. Which one is your favorite?
Oh, well, if I had to pick a favorite, it's always going to be the mako shark.
Okay.
I remember as a
Which
young
one's the mako?
the mako
They're
shark.
fast
If
and
they have
agile.
very big eyes too, they are I believe it might be a toss up between the mako and the blue shark, but I believe it should be the mako. But they have really large eyes and they're just fast and they look like a missile.
Yeah, it is the fastest.
It
Do
is.
they have the
Okay.
more spiky teeth or the more like serrated looking? teeth?
They're not spiky. They are clean cut, dude. This thing
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like it cuts through the ocean in a jiff, dude.
Like a tuna shark?
A tuna shark.
It is almost, yeah, it is.
Barracuda shark?
It is more like tuna shaped, I guess. Like a longer mouth.
Yeah.
So this shark's built for speed.
But that's
Yeah.
my favorite shark. But then you have sharks like the Greenland shark, the basking shark. Those sharks are not predatorial.
Well, they just eat thousands of fish at a time. Instead of
Touche.
one big
Well,
one.
touche. Yeah.
Oh, those
but
like the
not
big
generally
ones?
what you would assume, and they
Like
don't.
a whale shark?
Yeah, like a whale shark. Greenland.
Is that a shark? Actual shark?
Yes,
whale
the whale shark is a shark. In fact, that is
Or else it would be a shark whale.
that is yeah,
Bingo,
yeah,
bango.
sure, dude. Bingo bongo, dude. You guys are laying down stats tonight. But the whale shark, I believe, is the biggest one at about 40 feet long on average. I mentioned earlier the dwarf lantern shark, which is the smallest species of shark at just about 8 inches long.
Isn't there?
So, I mean, that is a crazy range of species. They're in every ocean. Sharks are in every ocean, every body of water that's, salted, and 500 species.
I love my water salted.
I love it. So I think that is just so
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
so farting cool.
And they're like dinosaurs,
They're
right?
older than dinosaurs and trees, which I
Oh.
think that is a nice metric because we've all seen the rings in trees. And then when you start looking at redwoods and other things, they're farting old. They're about 400 million years old, the shark. That is not just being an apex predator, but evolution.
That's a
at hand.
prehistoric.
They are
animal.
very adaptable to different water climates and other things, which have allowed them to withstand climate disasters and other things that have asteroids that have gone on Earth.
Does the Atlanta Zoo have a whale shark?
Yeah, they did. We went to the Atlanta Zoo and they did have one, and they have the tunnel that goes through the
Yeah.
aquarium, so it actually sometimes maybe would swim over top of you, so you get this like gorgeous view of it.
Yeah, it was super. That tank was crazy,
Crazy,
almost kind of scary.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the shark. I've been a fan as a kid. Other kids were into dinosaurs and other things. I had all the shark books. I watched we had the documentary series from National Geographic that was all about the oceans.
And there was Shark Week
Shark Week
back when it was cool.
I'm glad you said that, dude.
Yeah.
My grandmother and I have watched, before she passed away, we watched Shark Week every year, either together in the same house or on the phone. We would call each other and watch the program. And after a while, we started kind of getting out of it or watching like very sparingly, because it's all like Murder Beach, Blood
Yeah.
Shark. And like it used to be the science of sharks and really diving into all the different sharks. And really, Shark Week's just nothing but great whites all day long. And it's
Yeah,
like,
they
dude,
make
there's
everything suck.
499 other species of shark that are from, like the Greenland shark, the oldest recorded mammal on Earth, I guess, or something along those lines. It's like 550 years old, and it's just been cruising in the Arctic.
I'm not trying to hear the greatest hits all day.
Well,
Like,
I'm
give me
sorry.
some
These
of the
are
good
the
stuff.
greatest hits.
No, I'm
Tra-
saying the great white shark.
Oh, I
Like,
see what
get
you're saying.
Get out of here.
I know.
Give me some Mako.
It's like hearing
Give
Nirvana.
me a
some
Mako, dude.
Give me a tiger.
Oh, the dude, you're speaking my language, bro. Sharks just moved to number one. Screw my number one. We're moving it to sharks.
Screw elephants.
Go ahead, Travie J.
that
Number
what you
two.
think it
You
is,
don't
elephants?
think it's elephants, do you?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's gotta be.
it's not.
Like I saw one paint a picture one time, and it was the cutest thing.
It was
Of himself. It was a
just
self-portrait.
Like a finger. Yeah, it was. All right, Travie. Number two, dude. Moving up the list.
All
This is
right.
going to be a hard hitter. Probably horse.
There you go.
Really?
I was about to say, I don't think this is going to be a surprise, and it's horse.
Yeah, dude. Mustang or domesticated? Which breed?
Well, these are the domesticated ones. The Mustangs used to be domesticated.
Oh, that's
'Cause
right.
They were
And
brought over by the
wait,
Spanish.
they didn't evolve from camels?
In the
Well,
US.
the prehistoric ones
No,
did, yeah.
I got you.
Science.
Do you have a favorite breed of horse, though?
No, but I do. I know I like the. I can't say breed. Is a Mustang a breed? That's just the name for a wild horse.
I think
I don't
so.
know.
I think it is.
But I don't really have like a thoroughbred choice. I
Clydesdale?
don't even know what that means.
It's
Thoroughbred.
too flashy.
Too flashy?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
why don't you chill out?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm
Just quit being so big.
Even though I'm a Cardinals fan and they always have the Budweiser Clydesdales.
Oh, yeah. All right, Travie, keep telling us more about the domesticated horse.
Well, perhaps these beautiful creatures were the biggest impact on in terms of the development of humans and civilization.
For sure.
And I'm not even sure that that's very debatable. But kind of the obvious things. Just they made traveling much easier. They were fast, and so you could travel further ranges looking for more resources. You could send more people out, start other settlements, and it's just like, well, now the speed limit's 70, so I'm more willing to go up to Fort Wayne,
Yeah.
more often or something.
Yeah.
And militarily, obviously, you've got the cavalry. They can pull your supplies, and you got like the draft horses you were talking about.
Bro,
That
pulling
would-
plows, dude.
Yeah, pull heavy stuff, and that goes along with farming and agriculture, where we'd have those draft horses pulling plows, working the ground, and helping us out. So you could farm bigger plots of land. You could make more food. You could get more people. And, they
Yeah.
helped us just keep moving and moving and moving.
The horse, dude.
Yeah. And it's just the horse is is a beautiful animal. It's a symbol of just prestige and power and just beauty.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll give you that.
They're elegant animals, and just seeing like a nice coat just glistening in the sun
glistening.
and that mane flowing.
Yep.
Like they're very beautiful animals.
If I ever got a horse, I would want one that's like the painted ones that are
Yeah.
like almost like a Dalmatian horse.
Yeah.
That's what's in my head.
But I do want it to be chestnut and white.
Is
Yeah.
that the Appaloosa?
Is that the Appaloosa?
No, I
Oh,
don't know.
no.
I don't know, but I'll tell you later when I'm on Red Dead.
Have you ever read Dalton Wilcox, the poet laureate of the West?
No, but I've heard excerpts.
Okay.
Have you?
I've heard some of it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
It's pretty good stuff. But so my number 2 was orcas. And
Oh, yeah.
we already talked about that.
Do you have any different stats or facts that we
Yeah,
haven't?
what's your take?
I said most of mine that you didn't say when you were giving
Oh, okay.
yours.
Okay.
But they passed the mirror self-recognition test. So they know that it's them in the mirror.
Whoa.
So they're brutal killers and they're consciously doing it.
Constantly
Yeah.
doing it.
Great
dude.
animals.
Yeah.
It's not just
That's why they're
instinctual,
wearing salmon
choosing
hats.
They're wearing the
and cleaning each
skin
other.
of their brutally
Dude,
murdered
orcas are
prey.
so cool.
Yeah. I read a lot about how the grandma's the most respected person in the community, or the
Yeah.
most they're the most wise.
Yeah.
They 20 years, 30 years, or however
Respect
long.
them elders,
yeah.
man. Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
abuela.
Abuela.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I think they're pretty badass.
Are we
I'd
on to
love-
number ones
yeah,
then?
Number one.
I don't know if I'm prepared for this. Can we get a sound effect, Brad?
Brad, light it up.
Light it up, dude. Number one. Let's go.
I went hardcore. Put on Bulls on Parade. Close enough.
Mine is the elephant. I know you
Brad
guys
nailed
knew
it.
that, and it's not that much of a surprise, but good Lord, I could not get away from it. The only thing that switched was the sharks and the orca. Orca was number 2 for the longest time, till probably about 5 hours prior to this recording. But then the sharks, just the longevity and them being able to be, you know what? We're not talking about the fucking shark. We're talking about the elephant.
The elephant came on and off my list a couple times.
On and off, so it was
Yeah.
5 and 6.
Or no, I mean, I think it may have peaked at 3 or 4.
Peaked at 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Was the elephant? Well, was the elephant on your list?
No, but I highly respect elephants.
Dude.
And I don't mind watching videos of
Ugh.
dumbasses just getting curb stomped by an elephant.
Or being
and,
buds.
and baby elephants getting embarrassed when they trip and
they're
fall.
so embarrassed when they trip and
Yeah.
fall, dude.
They run and hide behind their mom.
I think I might be the psychopath in the group.
I've
'Cause I'm
never
like,
debated
I love
that.
watching them get snatched. People get snatched by elephants. And you're like, I love how cute babies are.
Well, okay. So I do want to not specify that my favorite elephant is all the varieties of elephant. There is not a specific one. So I do have a couple
East
facts
African?
from.
You're not even going to
No,
shout out?
because a lot of elephants aren't from Africa. They're from
India.
And Asia.
Isn't
or
there-
India is Asia.
Isn't there like a forest elephant in the Congo or something?
Yeah.
Like they live in the forest. They're
Yeah.
pretty badass.
Yes, not a lots of them.
No.
but there are.
Yeah.
The ones that have the big ears. The big ears.
They're like the Dumbo ears.
I feel
Are those
like what
the
you're
African
referring
ones?
to
Like-
is the African elephant,
yeah.
which they are large in
Those
all
are cool.
aspects. In fact, they are the largest land mammal on Earth as we speak. When a male can weigh about 12,000 pounds, which for all of our European listeners, that's about 5,443 kilograms. That is one behemoth
It's a lot of pounds.
of an animal. Considered a keystone species as well, as
Oh.
they play a crucial role. The definition of keystone species is they play a crucial role in maintaining the health and diversity of an ecosystem.
That's interesting. I did not know
They
that.
eat a lot of food. They travel through their area, so they carve paths for other animals.
Lots of fertilizer.
A lot of fertilizer, all that stuff. And then a dead elephant is a boatload of protein and a boatload of food for a lot of scavengers that you would generally find in the Saharas and other.
You mean they don't like bury them or something?
Elephants don't bury other elephants?
Yeah.
No.
I
no.
feel like that for whatever reason. Because don't they normally like circle around it and they look sad?
I think they do. Like they do have a.
They mourn the
I
dead.
didn't
They
actually-
mourn the dead. Yeah,
I didn't
that's a
think
good
they
way to
actually
say it.
buried
Okay,
them.
thank God. I was like, no, I didn't read
They
that.
get shovels.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
No.
got tusks.
Elephant herds. We were talking about the orcas being matriarchal, some whatever
It's
that
one of
word
those
is.
two.
Elephant herds are the same exact way. The oldest, largest female elephants are generally the ones that leave the herd, and those herds are generally comprised of other female elephants and their calves. A female elephant is referred to as a cow. And their calves, because male elephants at about 9 or 10 years old will branch off and leave that herd. They're more solitary creatures, whereas the females and the calves stay in those herds.
Is that kind of the same thing as the lions? Like the dudes just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
go off and do their own thing, and
I don't know, because
Yeah.
elephant is my
are the
number
males
one.
still more territorial, but the females are
I
taking
don't-
care of the
Cubs.
the pack?
I don't know. I don't.
seems-
in all
that
the
seems-
stuff I was looking at, I think the elephants might come back. The males might come back to their herds to mate, but outside of that, they don't hang around much
What a bunch
whatsoever.
of pieces of shit.
Well, they just roll
Just
out,
go
dude.
do whatever they want.
maybe the
just come back for
maybe
sex.
the females are like, God, get that. hell
Yeah,
outta here."
yeah,
That's
man.
true.
Yeah, you're looking at it the wrong way. The females don't want that males
Yeah.
around. A couple more things. The elephant has the largest brain by body mass, by size, and that is one of the parts of the brain is the temporal lobe, and the elephant has the largest temporal lobe as well by body size, and that is the memory part of your brain.
Oh.
So when you say the memory of an elephant, those sorts of phrases, the elephant remembers everything, dude. They have a memory. I've seen videos of like caretakers of elephants going out to the jungle or to the desert or wherever, the Sahara, and seeing elephants that they raised and then put back out to the wild. And the elephant remembers them after like decades. And it is the
Damn.
coolest video to see a 12,000-pound African elephant running up to some dude and like laying in front of it, letting it pet its belly.
Did that saying about,
The mind of an elephant.
the mind of an elephant, did that come before they found out that the temporal lobe was magnificent?
I mean, I don't know. Probably. I would assume
You
that at
didn't look
some
that up?
point. No, I didn't look that up. But I would assume that at some point a human had some sort of a contact with an elephant. I would guess that it was more in a dangerous sort of environment where the elephant, like that guy went back a couple
Yeah.
years, was like, "There's a big mother trucker out there. I'm gonna get it for food for this cave." And that elephant was like, "I remember you, Jim. Like, you get on out of here,
Yeah.
bud." So yeah.
I could see that, yeah. I mean,
Also-
just that interaction over however many
Right.
thousands of years.
Exactly.
People know.
It
how
didn't start off
elephants-
just people
yeah.
being super curious, like taking
Right.
notes in a book.
Just
Like,
white people walking into the jungle for
Yeah,
the first time.
That's not how it was. One last fun fact of the elephant, because it is my number one, is we all hear elephants with their like screaming loud sounds and making sounds through their trunk.
Do it.
Their mouths. I
bad.
can't do accents.
Yeah, I got it. That was
Try
good.
it. You
No,
ju-
no, I meant like
me.
I got some elephant in that.
Thank
call.
you, dude. Thank you. But they also use very, very low frequency sounds that humans can't hear to be able to communicate. And although they are in their own matriarchal groups, they can communicate between groups and other things. Another way that they communicate, and I think we talked about this a long, long time ago, but they use like frequency in the ground. Like they'll stomp on the ground and make different patterns with their feet. And apparently that can go like like a half-mile, and another elephant will pick up on that vibration in the ground.
Get your ass out of here.
Like crazy far distance.
That's
And
wild.
yeah, so there you go.
I wish I could do that for you guys.
Just stomping.
How far are we apart? Like
Oh, I guess
him and
we're
I
more than
could.
now.
Him and I
Yeah.
could definitely stomp.
I'd be like,
He,
stop
he
fucking
probably
stomping.
he probably does hear you when you're stopping.
That's true. I was just about to say that. It's just me walking.
I can hear you when you're talking.
He's walking. I can hear
And
you
he's
when you're
talking.
Shut up. All right, number
Cool.
one, Travie J.
It's a good
Drum
number one.
roll.
Did you guys have any guesses?
I'm gonna go with the pig.
Chicken.
Dog.
Oh,
Dog.
I was gonna guess dog the last round.
I had dog on my list a couple times. I wanted to get a little bit more exotic with my back three or my back two.
Yeah.
Those were the ones that were kind of being replaced and displaced, and and dog kind of swept in there a couple times, but then was moved to the back of the list. Kind of kept coming up like a draft, like a free agency wire.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think I put dog at number one because it's the one animal that I've had the most interaction with.
right.
And I had Hermes for 15 years, and he
Man.
was always there for me. He
Yep.
was the most wonderful freaking thing.
Yep.
And yeah, just that connection.
Yeah.
And their connection to us as a species. Like we
Yeah.
came up together.
I don't have 3 elephants, but I have 3 dogs.
Yeah. And they
You know?
say dogs were the first domesticated animal.
That makes sense. They're so
About
good at being domesticated animals.
it's wishy-washy 15 to 40,000 years ago. They're not sure how
Ooh.
far back it goes. But as you know, like we have nowadays just dogs for every single freaking task you could possibly imagine. But originally we had dogs for hunting and tracking animals, chasing animals, and retrieving them for us. We use them for what, a lot of people have guard dogs for protection and guarding like earlier camps and livestock. And of course, the bark. I mean, everybody's like, what the fuck you barking at?
Dude,
It's built into our DNA.
Yeah. what's the first dog?
What's out
in
there?
do you know, this might be a dumb question, but what was the first dog to come to America?
Oh,
Dire wolf.
Would that even be able to be known? Why did
Frederick
wait, no.
Eddington III.
Direwolf
On the-
wouldn't. They had, I mean, direwolves were far evolved out since before America, right?
I'm not certain that there's like one specific point where wild dogs or wolves turned into domesticated dogs.
Yeah, I'm not pinpointing like
And I think it probably happened, maybe not simultaneously, but more than one time
yeah, right.
all
no.
over the world.
Well,
Right.
if you said it was like 15,000 years ago when they think around when we domesticated them, that's when people were crossing the Bering Strait.
Well, 15 to 40,000 years. There's a big gap.
Yeah, well, I guess when I was talking about first dog in America, I'm talking about the first one that was brought over on the Nina, the Pinta.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking about ancient humans in America. I mean,
Like-
that's a different conversation.
like the first,
Well,
like
I'm
the,
talking about like
the
which
first,
dog
the
was
first Sparky.
A spaniel.
Yeah.
Is that a Spanish dog?
Cocker Spaniel? I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I don't know. Like one of those first dudes had to brought his pal.
Yeah,
and I'm wondering
English,
who's that
It
pal.
would have been a corgi.
Corgis are a new breed. I believe corgis were only bred for.
That's how we thought you were serious.
I might be dead wrong, but the corgi was bred for Queen Elizabeth, right?
I have no idea.
Oh, I don't know.
Or she
about
has
that.
a special breed of corgi.
I think she
Probably.
just had a special.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will make this dog exactly how I please.
I bet it was a Labrador. I bet it was a
Or
Labrador.
or like a hound.
Oh, a
I would
hound.
think a hound, yeah. Or a mastiff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll probably
There's a
never
lot of
know.
dog people probably going, you.
All right, last one.
Dude,
Hang on now.
Oh.
I am not done about dogs.
Lay some
because
more
they
dogs.
are amazing
Hey,
creatures.
this is your number one, so lay in.
They're also used for transport, as you know, the dog sled,
Yeah.
like the Inuits would use. And just modern day uses for dogs, just specializations is like there's a building collapse. They can help find survivors in search and rescue operations. They can find bombs. They can sniff out diseases.
Yeah.
They can help disabled people. They can freaking do all sorts of freaking shit, these dogs.
The dog. That's a worthy pick for number one, dude.
I think so. And I think that it's the service that they have provided to us, like over the millennia, is, I don't even know how you would quantify that.
I don't think we should.
Yeah. And I'm glad that I got to experience 15 years with a dog that I very much love and cherish.
Tip of the
I'll
hat.
never forget.
Yes, sir. All right, we got Africa or elephant of all variety. We got dog of all variety. Brad, the number one animal, sir.
I feel weird following up like a sweet dog tribute.
What is it like?
Well, no, my
Rattlesnake.
I like the viper. Yeah.
scorpion. No, mine's the cuttlefish, and
Whoa.
I think this has probably always been my favorite animal for a while.
Is that like a little squid?
Yeah, it's a cephalopod, but it's like smarter than a squid and better at camouflaging than an octopus.
Jeez
They got
Louise.
camo.
Yeah. So that's like one of the coolest things is they can change color, patterns, brightness, and skin texture in a fraction of a second. So like it's like a 3D camouflage and it can perfectly match its environment and like look like a pile of rocks or like have spikes sticking out of it like by sea urchin and stuff.
Whoa.
Like it can look exactly like
And isn't
other
it like
stuff.
it's almost like instantaneous how
Yeah.
quickly they can change their
watch
skin
YouTube
color?
Watch YouTube videos.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
insane.
And they'll do that to hunt too, not only to hide from predators, but to hunt. And then like a fish will come by and
Yeah.
they have impulse control. Primates are the only other thing that have that besides us.
Nice.
Some-
How the
Sometimes.
hell do you know?
So like they'll let smaller fish pass by and wait for a better opportunity and not just take
Oh.
what's in front of them. So like
Alright.
they're waiting, like, and especially like if they have a good spot, they're gonna not ruin that spot with a little fish.
Yeah. Wow.
So they're like
That's
they can
cool.
show impulse control.
I'm gonna get
So-
that big guy.
That
Patience.
big guy.
Patience.
It is a virtue.
It can do all the colors and everything, but it's colorblind. It can't see color, but it can somehow mimic color perfectly, like better than most animals that do that. I don't know if we exactly know how they even do it, but I was reading it and I wasn't, none of it was soaking in. Like I wasn't understanding it, but I think it's something to where like their skin is basically part of their sensory system and like their optical sensory system. And it's something where like they can detect the ultraviolet wavelengths or something. And it's something weird like that. And that's how they don't see a color and mimic it. They like maybe feel, the color
They
and
feel the
change
color.
it.
If anybody doesn't believe in aliens,
There's theories that these are from like an alien planet.
that thing, I mean, there are so many sea creatures, not just the cuttlefish, but that description, that is as alien as any science fiction writer could possibly imagine.
That's
It's
why
wild.
I
And it's
don't.
right here on Earth.
I don't go there.
And they have what's
I
called
would love to see it.
they have a cuttle bone, which is I don't know what if it, if it was
I. So do I, dude. I love cuddles. Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's not what I thought you meant.
What? What?
Oh, I thought you meant something else.
Like
No.
The cuttle bone.
a little chub.
Yeah,
A little.
a cuddle.
You're out of your mind, dude. Quit putting me down.
Oh man! So this is a buoyancy device.
Oh,
But so like it's like
Boy,
it's a super accurate buoyancy device where they can move gas and liquids in and out and like through different chambers of it to perfectly balance their buoyancy. Like at different depths, they can always control it.
like a submarine.
And that's like they can move quicker when they do that too. So they're just super like watch some YouTube videos because they're awesome. It's so cool. It's alien what they can do.
Dude, the fucking cuttlefish, number one.
Yeah.
Man, we
those
hit
are cool.
all the range in our number ones. Our top fives were so different
Yeah.
from each other's.
Yeah,
I'm
see, and
still not in on the orcas, but everything else you guys talked about, I'll give you a thumbs up.
Dude, you just can't knock the amount of cool shit that the orcas consistently are doing.
I think they're just a society of brutalistic savages. They're just
Well,
killing everything. Do you see her exploded that
we.
one fish?
Are we brutalistic
Oh, yeah.
savages?
Blew a fish up for no
That-
reason.
that was crazy.
paddlefish.
Are
They
we
did that for
brutalistic
fun.
savages? We've destroyed far more things.
Because if they
than
were
the
hungry,
Florida.
they just would have ate the whole thing.
No, they were doing it because
they
they're brutal.
exploded it.
Yeah, they did explode it. That was a crazy.
He even
video.
like knocked him. It looked like he knocked himself out for a second too.
What?
Yeah. Crazy.
Dude, that was fun.
Yeah.
Right? We
That
laid
was.
down a lot of history from your animal's perspective. We laid down a lot of science, and I don't know what I did, but it was fun, and I enjoyed that. And
Yeah.
we finally got down to this was a long time conversation coming that we wanted to understand once and for all where our top five exists. Not to take too long because we should be rolling out of here, but do you have any honorable mentions by any chance? Were there any wolves?
That was on and off my
Yeah.
list quite a like that was
Yeah.
it's kind of goes with dogs, but I love like the wild.
Oh,
I
man,
like
the
I would
wolf.
love to see a wolf.
The next T-shirt I'm going to buy you, the first T-shirt I'm ever going to buy you, is going to be one of those sweet wolf like Indian style shirts that from like Magic World
Oh,
in the
yeah.
mall.
Mhm.
Some bright colors.
No, I was thinking like purple and black tie dye with like a sweet wolf howling at the moon.
That was
You know
kind of what
the
I was
shirt I'm
thinking,
talking about,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
You know, my honorable mention was the tiger, specifically the Bengal tiger, which is the tiger everybody knows, the snow tiger or the white tiger, whatever they're
Siberian?
called, Siberian tiger. But the Bengal tiger, I mean, what just a majestic creature. And it's so cool that it's a big cat that doesn't live on an open land. It is a jungle cat.
It's terrifying.
It is terrifying, but what an animal.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that.
Did you have a honorable mention you want to mention before we get out of here?
I just want to give a shout out to owls.
Yeah.
I like owls.
Yeah.
All-
Yeah. The seer
I
of
think they're
souls,
really
I had
right?
to,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was hard narrowing it down to snowy owl,
There's
but that's
something mysterious about them that
Yeah.
I like about it.
Did you ever hear the
Mystical.
myth of why Rome was gone in a day?
No,
That an owl, the owl is the seer of souls. They can see your end. And there's a myth that an owl flew and landed in the middle of Rome, and when people saw it, they saw their death in it and fled.
and they started burning
It
Rome down.
was a single owl that took Rome down.
damn.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
But that's enough from us for this evening. If you guys want to check us out, make sure you check us out at Busted Pretty at Blue Sky. BustedPretty.com is our website. We have all the information from past guests and current episodes.
Yep.
And if you want to comment and send us a message, that's the place to do it. And also Instagram at Busted Pretty, Busted Knees and Pretty Trees. Let us know, dude. We love to hear from our guests. It's so fartin' fun to get to conversate with you and meet
Yeah.
you digitally.
Give us a follow to the podcast because it's not just for us, but just so we can help out all the cool conservation organizations that we talk to and whoever else we got on.
Darn
the show.
Skippy.
yeah. I agree.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. It's good to be back. Keep on sauntering.
Heyo, bye bye.
See ya.